How much time do you think that you waste each day? And I'm asking that question because oftentimes I hear, I never have enough time to do what I'm supposed to do, or there's just not enough time in the day. So I wanted to assess that, what we have time to do, or what we make time for, right after this intro. What's happening, storytellers, and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about time and how much of it we actually waste. Now, I'm asking this question because so many times people come to me and they say, you seem like you got everything together. How can you help me? The number one thing that you can do to help yourself is managing your time. Every single day, if you can just map out what you're going to do. You don't even have to know exactly or verbatim at the very moment, but at the bare minimum, know that you have a few things that you need to do. If you kind of pencil in a little bit of time for yourself, you will find that you have more time than you know. Let's take that for example. I remember when I was working for the company that I was previously employed by. And a lot of times I was like, oh my God, I got to get up in the morning. I was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, the tea is going, the shower is running, the day is starting, everything is getting ready, you dig? So when that day starts, you're looking at about 7 o'clock, about an hour commute time, sometimes 30 minutes if there's a holiday and you're working on it. And you find yourself spending all of this time back and forth between work and home. You spend all this time at work and then you got another hour until you get home, and you look up, it's about 12 hours of your day that's just shot because you're home at about 6 o'clock. You got up at 6 o'clock this morning. Now you got to fit food, quality time, entertainment, and everything else in this small bracket of time, because the way that our system is set up is that we work 5 days a week, and in most cases a lot of people don't work 5 straight days a week. They have 3 days on, 2 days off, 5 days on, 2 days off, so they have to find time to do what they need to do. So I said all that to say, and just kind of give you an idea of what the overall day looks like for, let's say, an average person. Now, let's take into consideration that small bracket of time. How much of that time do you take for yourself, even if you're a parent? Now, I understand I don't have kids, so let me just reiterate this. I don't have children, but you always are supposed to make time for yourself, even with children. I cannot tell you how many of my friends pencil in time for themselves away from their kids for a moment, because we all need time to decompress. Now, for myself and as a creative, and for those creatives that are watching, we have to pencil in time for ourselves because, one, if we don't create, somebody's gonna die. I don't know who it is. Somebody's about to get shot. Somebody's gonna get cut up. Somebody's about to get red. Because we need that time for ourselves, because we are hyper creatives. We have to create. It's the way we choose to express ourselves. So when I think about, let's say, a person who isn't necessarily a creative, but let's say they got creative ideas, they just don't feel like there's enough time in a day, but it is. You make time for what you really want to do. Bottom line, you make time for the things that you want to do. You make time to spend time with family. You make time to spend time with your husband or your wife or your kids or cousins and nieces and nephews or whomever you're kicking it with. You make time for those things. And I think that when you make time for yourself, people are generally more happier. They seem the happiest when they take a little bit of something for themselves. So I'm telling you today, take something back for yourself. You don't have to go through the motions. You listen. I understand that I'm in a different position where I don't necessarily punch a clock anymore. But I can if I did make time for myself. You dig what I'm saying? I could find myself doing a lot of the things that I don't want to do. Because let me tell you something. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the oldest saying in the book. If you don't plan, you will fail at what your day looks like. Make your bed every morning. That teaches you discipline. Do the laundry. Sometimes if you find yourself getting up a little bit earlier just to take a little bit of time for yourself, that works out. See, I'm a married woman. I love to say that every time there's a video. I got to tell you I'm married because, you're newlywed. That's what you talk about. So with that, I'm married, but I love my partner, but I also carve out time for us because I know that sometimes creativity can get the best of us. I can be up at 4 o'clock in the morning easy with all of the drama. All of the drama. But I make sure I carve out time for her because I understand that that's a very, very important part of how I operate. You know what I'm saying? The home base is important. That's your power source, player. You got to recharge. Home has to be set right. I'm talking about the decor gotta be in place, the plants gotta be there, a candle need to be burning or something like that, because I need that kind of ambiance for myself, because that's what I enjoy. That's the peace and calm and the serenity that I'm looking for each and every time. So I say to you again, carve out time for yourself every single day, even if it's just for 30 minutes to 2 hours at a time. Carve it out for yourself. Even on the way home, treat yourself to something. Even if you get yourself a smoothie or a donut or a purse. I like purses. Something like that. Or brothers, even if you just go and kick it with your boys, talk, chat, do you. I want to see our world happier. And right now we're just not in a space where we're happy. We're not happy. And it shows and it manifests itself in so many different ways. So before you go further in this video, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. I want you to stay abreast of everything that happens here. Before I go, I want to say this to you and I'm done. Success is being prepared for the opportunity. One of my favorite billionaires said that, because I think she has a really good idea of what she's talking about. I want you to think about that. But before you go, have a great day. Take care. Tell your stories the way you are meant to tell your stories. And until next time, I'll wrap to you.